Okay, so this is my trade recap for April 23rd, 2024. So if we look at the weekly profile, as you can see, we close below last week's bar. Same thing on NQ over here. So what I was looking for essentially is I want us to get a push up on Monday and then maybe create a high on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Going to yesterday, we wound up taking the previous day's high on ES, but we did not take that previous high on NQ. As you can see right there, we didn't take the high. On ES, we did take the high. We also didn't get a body closure above the previous day, so I thought that maybe we'd come up, create some type of S&T, put in a high for the week, and then start retracing lower. We also had this daily fair value gap on NQ. So I was thinking that maybe we'd get our S&T somewhere in there. Overnight, I was thinking that we were gonna retrace maybe back. So this was our leg up, maybe trade back to 50% and then get another push higher. So then we could create some type of S&T up here. If we take this leg, you can see we're respecting the 50%. Same thing with NQ. We're respecting that 50% mark. And here on NQ, we had a breaker block right there, and we had one on ES too, but we didn't want it tapping it. Pre-market, there was an opportunity to take a trade. Yeah, let's get a quarterly theory. So if you look over here on NQ, we had this order block right there, but you could see that we souped this low, but on ES we did not soup that low. I don't want to enter there because I feel like I got chopped up a lot trying to enter every soup. So what I want to see instead is I want to see us fail to close 15-minute candles below, and I want to see us start to close bodies above the previous candles. So as you can see right there, we closed above this candle. So this candle essentially right here was a range. We hit the bottom of the range, failed to break out and continue lower, and instead close up here. So what I wanted to see is I wanted to see the next candle close above, because then that's kind of a telltale sign that we're going to continue upwards. Same thing with ES. We failed to close below this body range, and then we closed above this candle right over here. So that's telling us that we want to go upwards, and I also wanted to see an S&T at the high. So I kind of, you could have predicted that this right here was going to be a draw on liquidity. So after that, those candles, you could say that we were going to go upwards. So from then we could zoom onto a 5-minute chart. You could see that we left this breaker block right here. So after we close that 15-minute candle up here, you could have long somewhere down here and targeted those highs up here. These highs right here. Another thing that we were looking at is we had this 6-hour candle and we were kind of just chilling in this range. So that's the high that we were looking at before. So we wanted to target this high. We wanted to see us maybe come up here and then wick down, which is a fill breakout above, and then we'll come lower. But as you can see, we displaced. So I was kind of looking for shorts once we got up to this high, because we had a S&T with YM for a while, but we wound up closing the 6-hour way above. Same thing with the 4-hour. This candle was a range. We wound up closing above. So over here, once we swept this high, what I wanted to see is I wanted to see the new hourly candle open high, maybe create some type of soup to come down and then take a 15-minute breaker for the continuation lower. But if you go on the 15-minute, once we swept this high right here, you could see, yeah, we did have a candle failing to close a body above. But the only reason I didn't like that is because we didn't close a body below these candles. So me sticking to the 15-minute and waiting for a candle below kind of made me stay patient. After that, the rest of the day was kind of just a slow grind up. And when we got to the PM session, I was looking for. When we got to the PM session, I was looking at this candle right here because, as you can see, we failed to close a body above. So I thought that maybe we'd get some type of reversal over there, but we didn't wind up closing a body below. And once this candle came in here and we closed above, I kind of knew that we were just going to go up for the day. And I was looking at targets. We had these equal highs that I thought we would go to on ES, and there's that daily fair value gap, so I thought that we'd want to tap into that. When you go to the 5-minute chart, this right here was an order block. And at this point, after that hour candle closed above, I kind of knew that the draw on liquidity was higher. This is why I ended up taking this trade, just for reference point. Where's my order block? There you go. So this one's an order block right here. I was trying to look for displacement lower once again, but we didn't get any. So what I was looking for is precision levels by trader day, which is essentially in a bullish circumstance, you want to look for an order block, and you also want to look for true open. You want it to trade below true open, and you want to see some type of S&T. So if we go on to NQ, you can see this was our order block, this was true open of the PM session, and then now I was just looking for a trade below true open, and I wanted to see some type of S&T. And we took this low, but on NQ we did not wind up taking this low. You can see right there. So once we got it below true open, that's when I decided to take a long, targeting these highs, and then I was going to leave a runner to target the daily fair value gap, and let's see, the equal highs that were right over here. See these stacked equal highs. Market closed, so I didn't wind up holding that runner or anything. But this is also Romeo's kiss of death, which is essentially when there's a draw on liquidity and we're headed towards it, we might consolidate. But let's say it's a bullish market and we're drawing to a higher level, we might consolidate, but then we're going to wind up soup in the lows just to keep going higher. So that's what the kiss of death is. And as you can see, we soup these lows over here just to continue higher. So that was my trade recap for today. For tomorrow, what I'm thinking is, maybe we come up in the overnight and then we sweep these highs, tap into this gap, and then get a retracement lower, and that's going to set our high for the week for us to come back down and close lower. Another thing we could do is maybe we could get a retracement downwards and then get a setup to come to these highs, create an S&T there, and then go down. Or we could come down, get a setup lower, and then just keep pushing for the rest of the week. So that's it for today.